Let's talk about how to run and sell your business. Many sellers have tried to stick to their normal workload and simultaneously run their business while attempting to sell it at the same time. And this decision can end in failure or, at the very least, an exhausting and confusing experience. Look at it this way: for most owners, running their business is a full time job, a job you know well, one that you pretty much do on instinct, fueled by loads of experience. Your team has worked with you and each other for a reasonably long period of time. So decisions are made quickly. They are important and key to keeping the machine running smoothly, but they tend to revolve around you. Selling a business is filled with unknowns, a process you're unfamiliar with, and in new team members you may not be comfortable with yet. There will be a requirement for decisions that you either don't have the experience with or the time to learn. The questions, requests for documentation, and meetings, they just never seem to end. Sleepless nights and the strain on your family life will add to the frustration. It's like taking on a new job or project for a customer, one you are currently very unqualified for. You will need to go through a learning curve that you likely have no time for. So, why add this additional and very difficult job to your usual busy schedule? It's a recipe for disaster, or at the very least, failure. It will almost certainly adversely impact your company. Do you really want to do this as a second job? I mean, sell your business? Probably one of the most important sales you're ever going to make. You want that to be a second job? I don't think so. You and your business need to be in a place where the company runs without you. This is a good thing. If you want the best shot at selling, a buyer wants to see that the company can run smoothly without you anyway. One day, you will no longer be in the picture. The buyer needs to believe this is a realistic scenario. This is one of the most important messages in the course, and I can't emphasize this enough. This does not mean daily phone calls or emergency emails. Your company must run under any condition without you, no exceptions. The new owner will likely not have access to you and must be able to count on the staff in any situation. In fact, if they think they have to go to you, they're probably going to find it a little bit frustrating. I sat in a boardroom with an owner and listened to him tell me how his business could run without him. All the while, we were repeatedly being interrupted by his staff with question after question. Some seemed completely unnecessary, but that's the way his business ran, and that was the culture of the business. It totally revolved around him. Ask yourself, how many functions do you personally perform now that need to be handed off to staff? Identify who could take on the responsibility. Now ask them if they are willing to do it. Look within your operations, your finance, your sales, your marketing, your HR. You have to look everywhere. And so here is the exercise and the task. Ask yourself, how many functions do you personally perform now that need or could be handed off to internal staff or even external suppliers? And look at operations, look at finance, look at sales, marketing, HR, and anything else that helps to run your company. The most important next step is to identify who could take on that specific responsibility, who can take it out of your hands and run with it. Then you want to ask that person, are they willing to do it? And not everybody's going to want to take on those kinds of responsibilities. So you're going to have to look elsewhere. And then finally ask yourself, are you willing to let go of that specific function? And there will be many, many functions that you need to consider in order to allow your company to run on its own without you being involved in every single decision and being involved in everything every day. Think about the ease of conscience that will give you, that the business will just run. You can take off for a period of time. You can, continue living your life in a more exciting fashion, perhaps spending time weaning yourself away from the company before you sell. This is a really, really strong opportunity for you to see